Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about the Samsung Galaxy S5's battery life. Now in terms of the specs, it comes with a 2800 mAh battery that is of course removable, so you could carry a spare with you. And yeah, I've been using the device over the weekend as my daily driver. I pretty much had every setting on, so all of the Samsung gimmicky features like Smart Stay were on. I had my magazine syncing in the background, auto brightness was on, Google Now was on, location settings were high accuracy, and also location reporting was also active. In terms of my app usage, I basically use a lot of social networks, so Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Google+, a lot of Gmail, a lot of internet browsing, and a hell of a lot of YouTube. Now, I don't really game too much on my devices because I just don't, but if you do take into account that you are going to get less battery life because gaming is quite an intense thing to do, I had a full day of Wi-Fi usage and a full day of 3G usage, so you should get a pretty well-rounded picture. Unfortunately, I couldn't test out LTE because that just isn't in my area, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so this is my first day of the weekend. I was on Wi-Fi the entire time. I had a total time of 15 hours, 22 minutes, 20 seconds, 27% left on the battery, so quite a bit left, and it lasted me the whole day without any problems here. You can see I went to bed at 1:21 AM, so there was really no issues there. One thing I noted was the Android system was a little bit high. You can see it's only 1% less than the screen, which I thought was a little bit strange. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's the Smart Stay features, maybe it's some of the Samsung apps running in the background. I don't quite know. I had a screen on time of 4 hours 5 minutes, which is pretty decent. That's pretty heavy to moderate use in my opinion. Obviously, other people's usage may differ, but I still had 27% left, so you're probably looking at another hour to hour and a half of screen on time there, so you could probably add that up to be around 5.5 hours, which is very, very good battery life. It's one of the best that I've tested so far. I do think it's a little bit below the M8, which is quite surprising considering the M8 has a smaller battery, 2600 milliamps. But still, it's one of the best in terms of battery life so far. Okay, so here we go with the second day. This is when I was on 3G, and you can see I had a total time of 15 hours, 39 minutes, 48 seconds. And this time I only had around 12% left by the time I went to bed. That's a little bit less than when we were on Wi-Fi with a similar sort of time. I had 27% left. Pretty obvious considering 3G takes more power than Wi-Fi. I went to bed at 11:37, so they both got me through the day without a problem. There was no issues there. You can see the screen took a little bit more power as well, so it makes this graph look a little bit more natural as we'd expect. And what you'll notice is a little bit of blue on the Wi-Fi line here, but I can promise you I was on 3G the entire time. That was just having the Wi-Fi scanning in the background on. I then decided to turn that off to make it more clear that I was on 3G. And I had a screen on time of 4 hours 36 minutes, so pretty decent. That's very good considering I was on 3G the entire time and my signal was varying and all that sort of stuff. I still think the M8 had a little bit better battery life considering, you know, it has a smaller battery in terms of milliamp hours. I just don't know how HTC are doing it. But the Galaxy S5 is just a little bit behind it, but those two are the leading two in terms of battery life in my opinion right now. Both are very, very good. They should get you through the day without an issue. Of course, the Galaxy S5 has a removable battery, so if you're a very, very heavy user and you like to play a lot of games, you could of course switch out the battery when one dies. But you probably could save a little bit more battery life if you go ahead and turn off the Smart Stay features and you uninstall or disable some of those Samsung apps. But yeah, for me, it got me through the day without a problem. I didn't kind of hold back or anything. I was completely using it as I normally would. I did, like I said, a lot of browsing, and we all know that AMOLED screens don't use much power when they're displaying black, but on the browser, pretty much everything was white. So take that into account as well. Yeah, there you go. I've been pretty impressed with the battery life. Let me know what you guys think. Peace out.